Hey everyone, AYBL Maine here. Just going to share something really quick with you. I took a trip downstate to Bangor, Maine. Yes, home of Stephen King. And I took the chance to pick up some records. That on top of some records I picked up here recently. Just wanted to share with you. I'm really excited about it. Some albums I didn't think I was ever going to get. And some surprises as well I want to check out. So, on deck first is the Doves. All right, Doves Lost Souls right here, fellas. Post Britpop album, one of my favorite songs of the last 20 years, in the Cedar Room. If you haven't checked it out, please do. I was so surprised to find this on album. I didn't think I'd ever find this on album. So I'm very excited about this. Don't pay attention to the prices. Next up is Tom Petty's Wildflowers and All the Rest. Very excited about this also, guys. Big fan of this album. I wanted to see what this All the Rest thing is going to be down here. That's going to be the interesting part. Stuff that's probably left off the album, some outtakes and demos and things. All that stuff's going to be good. Tom Petty, fantastic artist. Miss him already. Next up is an album I haven't listened to yet, but I enjoyed the XX first album and their second one, and also Jamie XX's album, The Color. Really enjoyed it, so I want to check out this one. The I See You by the XX. It's like it happened. I think they released it in the mid 2010s, maybe 2016 or 17. But wanted to check it out because I haven't got a chance to give it a fair shake yet. I have, I thought I actually had it on my 1001 albums to listen to during the pandemic, and I actually didn't. So I feel guilty about it. So I'm going to hit it up real soon. Next up, old English teacher of mine, big fan of him, John Prine. He's always told me that I need to listen to him, and I did. I listened to the debut album, and I did give it a 7.75 on first listen. Want to give it some more listens though, because everybody tells me what a fantastic songwriter he is. I'd like to be a little bit more analytical about it and see if I enjoy the album more than I did even the first time. So I'm kind of excited about this album as well, guys. Didn't have this one. I couldn't believe it. I didn't have this on album yet. But you got to have it if you're a Metallica fan at all. It's Metallica's Kill 'Em All. I have all the rest of them all the way through to Reload on album. So wanted to get this one. It's not, the caliber of Master of Puppets or Ride the Lightning or certainly the Black Album. But it's essential if you're a fan. Four Horsemen really struck out at me. Whiplash, big fan of the Metallica voice. I used to warm up to tennis games listening to Metallica. You want to find a way to psych out your opponent? Try that sometime. Next album that I ordered for myself with some refund money, the Kinks are the Village Green Preservation Society. I've always wanted this album. I really want to listen to side 2, but I'm not going to skip. I'll play side 1, then go to side 2 like you're supposed to. But very excited to finally get this album. Can't wait. Next, an album that was surprised for me that my wife actually ordered and I didn't even realize that she had done. I had this on CD, but now I have it on album, guys, and it looks like a very older version of it. The sleeve is not in very great shape, doesn't have an insert, not the original packaging at all, but the album is in fantastic shape, and it just it smells like and looks like the old copies of it. So if you like prog rock, check this album out. Throw on Epitaph and listen to that. The guy's voice is tremendous in that. Happy to get this album. Back to backs here for the Black Keys. They have a new album coming out called Delta Cream, which is all blues, actually coming out on my birthday, so I'm really excited about that. But also managed to pick up Let's Rock by them. Lo-fi, high energy rock, something that's just missing from everyday radio nowadays, and you just don't hear that kind of stuff anymore. Guys who play their own instruments, what a novelty, right? So check this album out. One of my favorite albums when I get to that particular year, the Black Keys Brothers. Just a really, really, really strong album. These guys know how to jam, guys. Between this and El Camino, it would be like an arm wrestle to find out which of the Black Keys albums I really enjoyed the most. But For now, it's still El Camino, but we never know till I start laying into this one. Here's a band that I hadn't listened to in just maybe about a month and a half ago. And the song Gideon just really jumped out at me. It's just a great song. So I wanted to own the whole album and run through it again. It's really good. It's on a lot of people's lists as one of the better albums of the early 2000s. My Morning Jacket Z. If you get a chance, check this album out and check out Gideon. Great track. Okay, this one was the really big surprise. I just got into psychedelic rock, the neo stuff, the Black Angels, and I like Moon Duo, and I like Dead Meadow, bands like that. And then this band right here is my absolute favorite, and this album is my favorite of theirs. I could not believe it was sitting on the shelf. It just blew me away. I was going through those last little albums when you're going through alphabetically, and there it was. Guys, Wooden Shjiips, Back to Land. If you want to even take a slight dive into neo psychedelic rock, this album right here is just the way to go. It is fantastic. Look at this crazy album cover. You know, these are all like little cutout and the little psychedelic things in there for the sleeve. Man, it's almost as funky as the album is, but trust me, the music is fantastic. You should just, guys, jump into neo psych rock and jump into this band. You will not be disappointed. The Wooden Shjiips, Shjips, Shjiips. Next is an album that, for the guy who was ahead of his time, I think I talked about him on that particular year as being Elliott Smith before Elliott Smith even knew he was Elliott Smith. Check out Pink Moon by Nick Drake, huh? Great album. His last album, died tragically. But I was really excited to see this one on the shelf. I had it on my cart to order online at some point, but I'll take it any way I can get it. So Nick Drake's Pink Moon. And last one I kind of bought for myself probably a week and a half ago. Rather than get all their discography, sometimes you just go ahead and buy the greatest hits, and this is the greatest hits of Faith No More. Who Cares a Lot, greatest hits. Obviously it's got Epic on there and Midlife Crisis, and I Started a Joke. Their cover of I Started a Joke is great. So that's what I got for you today, guys. I'm really excited about picking up these albums here. You know, nice little 12 to 14 album haul on a given day always makes things a little bit brighter. So just wanted to share with you guys. Hope you guys have a good weekend.